Hey guys, this is the first video, kind of rough. I wish it was a more inspiring. I wish I had something better for the first, but this is just what I was thinking about. I was watching Vlog Brothers. One of them talked about iPhones. He was asking people what 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 are we going to be like in 200 years? Are we going to have smartphones? What's going to happen? Talked about how like 15 years ago, we couldn't imagine something this amazing, and how now it's like hard to imagine life without it. Like whatever happens in 200 years, it just seems like it's just so handy to have this little rectangle around with us all the time. And I was just thinking about that. Anyway, then he talks about how he asked a lot of people the question, and he hears back a lot. A lot of people say, yeah, like humans will be around in 200 years. And he knows that they're joking, but it's like this thing where it's become cool to make a joke about how humans will not be around in 200 years. And he talks about how it's not cool. The hopelessness is not cool. We should, the most likely outcome is that humans are going to be around. We're going to have better technology. We're going to have solved even more problems. And I like that. I was reflecting on this sort of feeling like it's all going to crap. I think I grew up with this sense that like the world was going to end maybe any time. Matter of fact, if you had asked me if I was a kid when I was like 10, if it was more likely that I would reach the age of 31, my current age, or the world would end before then, I think I almost certainly would have said, no, the world is more likely to end before I turn 31. I don't think sort of like constant dread about the world ending was super healthy for me. I'm pretty sure it was bad. And what's interesting to me is like there is the conservative, the world's going to end sense. And now often I feel like there's also sort of a liberal perspective that the world's going to end. And neither of them I think are very cool. I think it's more cool to keep going. One time we visited you, Colby, in Washington, D.C., and there was a lady in your ward that talked about how we're supposed to be the salt of the earth. And the point of the salt of the earth is to keep the meat. The point of salt back in the day was to keep the meat good as long as possible. And if we're just giving up and saying it's hopeless, then that doesn't really, we're not really sort of fulfilling the role as the salt. Matter of fact, I don't know what you would be. You're just sort of like, I don't know, fleeing or something. It's not very helpful. So anyway, I'm just thinking today about how some things are cool. We've solved lots of problems, and things are a lot better now than they were 200 years ago in lots and lots of ways. And that is cool. And it is not cool to be hopeless. And what's interesting is that it seems like there's hopelessness from both liberal sides and conservative sides, and neither are cool.